Did you know that every 6 minutes, someone dies from a blood clot? It's a silent threat that kills nearly 100,000 Americans each year, more than the number of people who die from AIDS, breast cancer, and car accidents combined. And if you're over the age of 65, your risk is far greater than you might think. In fact, your chances of developing a life-threatening blood clot nearly double with every passing decade after 65. Now, think about this. Have you ever stood up and suddenly felt lightheaded or dizzy, or noticed your legs feeling heavy or numb after sitting for too long? Most people brush off these symptoms as normal signs of aging or just a lack of circulation. But what if they were actually warning signs of something much more dangerous forming silently in your veins? Blood clots are often invisible until it's too late. They form quietly, without pain or swelling in many cases, and then strike without warning, causing a heart attack, stroke, or a potentially deadly pulmonary embolism. This is why awareness is critical, especially as we age. Seniors are particularly vulnerable, and staying informed could be the key to prevention and even survival. But here's the good news. Nature has given us some powerful tools to fight back. Certain fruitias, everyday fruits you can find in your local grocery store, have been shown in scientific studies to help reduce the risk of blood clots and even assist in dissolving existing ones. Some of these fruits work so well that they've been compared to aspirin in their ability to prevent platelets from clumping together without the harsh side effects. And while all 6 of the fruits we're about to cover can offer real benefits, you'll want to stick around to hear about the #1 recommendation, a simple kitchen staple that researchers say may outperform aspirin in laboratory tests when it comes to protecting your circulation. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you're interested in natural health tips that could change or even save your life. Now let's get into the top 6 fruits that may help prevent and dissolve dangerous blood clots naturally. 6. Kiwi, the fast-acting fruit that fights blood clots. Imagine this. You're sitting in your favorite chair, reading or watching TV, and after an hour or two, you stand uponly to feel a strange heaviness or tingling in your legs. You shake it off, assuming it's just from sitting too long. But what if that sluggish blood flow is quietly laying the groundwork for something much more serious? This is where kiwi, a small fuzzy fruit you may have overlooked in the produce aisle, steps in as a powerful ally in keeping your blood moving safely and smoothly. Kiwi may look unassuming, but it's one of the most potent natural foods when it comes to blood clot prevention. Its secret lies in a unique enzyme called actinidin. This enzyme plays a key role in breaking down fibrin, the protein that helps form the structure of a blood clot. Think of fibrin as the scaffolding that clots use to build themselves. Actinidin works almost like a demolition team, gently breaking apart that scaffolding before it becomes dangerous. But this isn't just theory, it's backed by research. In a study conducted by the University of Oslo, participants who ate 2 to 3 kiwis per day experienced a significant reduction, 18% less platelet aggregation, compared to those who didn't include kiwi in their diet. Platelet aggregation is the technical term for how sticky your blood cells become, and when they clump together too much, that's when clots begin to form. Kiwi helps slow that process down in a safe, natural way. Even more impressive, this effect is fast-acting. Some studies have shown that eating kiwi can lead to measurable improvements in blood flow parameters in as little as 3 hours. That's right, just a few hours after eating this little green fruit, your circulation could already be improving. Now, let's talk about what's inside kiwi that makes it such a powerhouse for your cardiovascular system. First, there's vitamin C. One medium kiwi delivers about 70 milligrams of this crucial antioxidant, which is more than many oranges. Vitamin C supports healthy blood vessels by helping your body build collagen, the structural protein that keeps your arteries strong and flexible. Strong, elastic arteries are much less likely to suffer the kind of small tears or damage that can trigger blood clots. Then there's vitamin E, another powerful antioxidant found in kiwi. Vitamin E helps thin the blood slightly and reduces oxidative stress in your vessels. When combined with vitamin C, it creates a synergistic effect that enhances both vitamins' protective power, kind of like a tag team defending your arteries from inflammation and damage. Kiwi is also a surprising source of vitamin K, which plays a complex but essential role in blood clot regulation. You might be wondering, wait, isn't vitamin K involved in clotting? And that's true, it helps your blood clot when you're injured. But the real magic lies in balance. Adequate vitamin K doesn't just promote clotting, it helps your body regulate when to clot and when not to. In other words, it helps prevent excessive or inappropriate clotting, which is exactly what we're worried about in older adults. But the story doesn't end there. The tiny black seeds inside a kiwi contain omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to reduce inflammation and lower the production of clot-triggering compounds in your blood. You've probably heard of omega-3s in fish like salmon, but kiwi gives you a plant-based source in a convenient, sweet-tasting package. All these nutrients, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin K, omega-3s work together to reduce inflammation, protect your blood vessels, and support normal clotting balance. And because kiwi is high in fiber, it also helps regulate blood sugar and cholesterol levels, to other key risk factors for clot formation, especially in seniors. Another thing that makes kiwi so special is its effect on the endothelium. That's the thin lining inside your blood vessels. A healthy endothelium is essential for good circulation. It helps your blood vessels dilate and contract appropriately, maintaining smooth, even blood flow. If the endothelium is damaged, blood can start to pool or stagnate in certain areas, especially in the legs, and that's where clots often begin. Kiwi helps protect and heal this delicate lining, keeping your blood highways running efficiently. So how do you get the most out of this incredible fruit? Start by choosing ripe, slightly soft kiwis. They'll have the most flavor and nutrients. And here's a surprising tip: eat the skin. Yes, the fuzzy brown skin is edible, and while it might take a little getting used to, it's packed with extra fiber, antioxidants, and flavonoids that enhance kiwi's heart protective properties. Just make sure to wash it thoroughly before eating. If the skin isn't for you, don't worry, you'll still get most of the benefits from the juicy green flesh inside. Try slicing it into salads, blending it into smoothies, or just enjoying it as a simple snack. You can even mash it into a homemade salsa or spoon it over oatmeal in the morning. For seniors especially, adding kiwi to your daily diet is a smart move. Many older adults take aspirin to prevent blood clots, but aspirin can cause gastrointestinal bleeding, especially when taken long-term. Kiwi offers similar benefits to low-dose aspirin, but without the harsh side effects. And for those who live a more sedentary lifestyle or travel frequently, both of which increase clot risk, kiwi can be an excellent prevention strategy. Eating it regularly may help offset the risk from sitting for long periods or dealing with age-related circulatory slowdowns. So let's recap. Kiwi contains actinidin, which breaks down fibrin in blood clots. It reduces platelet clumping by up to 18%, according to research. It acts quickly, improving blood flow in just hours. It's rich in vitamin C, E, K, omega-3s, and fibril, supporting healthy circulation and clot prevention. Eating kiwi regularly is a natural, delicious way to take control of your heart health and reduce your risk of life-threatening blood clots. By making kiwi a part of your daily routine, you're not just enjoying a tasty snack, you're giving your body the tools it needs to stay strong, stay healthy, and stay safe. 5 grapes. A sweet shield against blood clots. Let's take a moment to appreciate a fruit you probably already enjoy as a snack or in a salad, but may not realize just how powerful it truly is. We're talking about grapes, particularly the red and purple varieties. They may be sweet, juicy, and easy to pop into your mouth, But grapes are far more than a convenient snack. For older adults especially, they can act as a natural defense against dangerous blood clots thanks to one extraordinary compound found in their skin, resveratrol. Resveratrol has been studied extensively for its heart protective properties, and one of its most impressive abilities is how it prevents platelets from sticking together. Now, you might remember from the last segment how platelet aggregation is the first step in clot formation. When your platelets get too sticky, they start clumping and forming the base for a clot, potentially leading to a stroke, heart attack, or deep vein thrombosis. But here's where grapes step in. Unlike medications that thin the blood, resveratrol helps regulate platelet function in a much gentler, smarter way. It doesn't wipe out your blood's natural ability to clot when needed, like in the case of a cut or injury, but it does help reduce excessive clotting, which is the real danger as we age. For seniors who are wary of bleeding risks associated with blood-thinning medications like warfarin, this can be a game changer. But that's just the beginning of what resveratrol does. It also boosts nitric oxide production in your blood vessels. Why is that important? Nitric oxide is a gas that your body naturally produces, and it plays a crucial role in vascular health. It relaxes and widens blood vessels, improving overall circulation. Think of it like opening up a traffic jam on a congested highway. With better blood flow, there's less chance for blood to pool in areas like the legs, where deep vein clots often begin. This is especially relevant for seniors who spend long periods sitting, whether during travel, working at a desk, or simply watching TV. When blood slows down or pools in the lower extremities, it increases the risk of clot formation. Grapes, by helping your vessels open and flow freely, may reduce that risk dramatically. But here's something that many people overlook. Hydration matters too, and grapes have a built-in solution for that. They're over 80% water, making them a naturally hydrating fruit. Staying properly hydrated is a crucial part of maintaining healthy blood viscosity or thickness. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, stickier, and more prone to clotting. And unfortunately, many seniors unintentionally stay mildly dehydrated throughout the day. By snacking on grapes, you're not only getting powerful antioxidants, you're also helping keep your blood at a healthier, more fluid consistency. Now, let's talk about how to get the most out of grapes for clot prevention. For maximum benefit, aim to eat about 1 cup of fresh grapes per day. And here's the key. Don't peel them. Most of the resveratrol and many of the other beneficial antioxidants are concentrated in the skin. So, eating grapes whole with the skin intact is the best way to access their full protective power. If fresh grapes aren't always available, you might wonder about grape juice. Pure purple grape juice with no added sugars does contain some resveratrol, but keep in mind it lacks the fiber of whole grapes and has a higher sugar concentration. Whole fruit is always the better choice for blood sugar control and digestive support. Another option? Frozen grapes. They make a fantastic snack, especially in the summer, and retain most of their nutritional value. Just pop them in the freezer and enjoy a sweet, refreshing bite that supports your heart and blood vessels. You might also be wondering about wine, especially red wine, which gets a lot of attention for its resveratrol content. While it's true that red wine does contain resveratrol, you'd have to drink several glasses to reach the same dose found in a single handful of grapes. And of course, alcohol comes with its own health considerations, particularly for older adults. So, when it comes to resveratrol, stick with the grapes themselves. They're the safest and most effective source. Grapes also contain vitamin K, which might sound contradictory since vitamin K is involved in blood clotting. But here's where it gets interesting. Rather than increasing clot risk, balanced vitamin K intake actually helps regulate the clotting process. It ensures that your body clots when it needs to, like after an injury, but doesn't go into overdrive and form unnecessary clots inside your vessels. So, once again, we see the brilliance of natural foods like grapes. They work with your body's own mechanisms to promote balance, not extremes. Let's quickly summarize why grapes deserve a place in your daily routine. Red and purple grapes are rich in resveratrol, which prevents platelets from sticking together. They don't thin the blood excessively, making them safer for older adults. They boost nitric oxide, improving blood flow and preventing stagnation. Their high water content supports hydration and helps keep blood viscosity in a safe range. Eating them with the skin maximizes the benefits. If you're already enjoying grapes, fantastic! You're supporting your circulatory system in ways you may not have even realized. And if you haven't been eating them regularly, now might be the perfect time to start. Whether added to a fruit salad, enjoyed frozen, or served alongside cheese and nuts for a balanced snack. Grapes are an easy, delicious way to take a proactive step toward preventing blood clots naturally. As always, if you're taking any medications, especially blood thinners, check with your doctor before making major changes to your diet. Natural compounds, like resveratrol, can sometimes interact with medications, so it's best to stay informed and monitored. But for most people, adding a cup of red or purple grapes to your daily routine is one of the simplest, tastiest, and most effective ways to support heart health, improve circulation, and protect against the silent threat of blood clot zones sweet bite at a time. 4 blueberries, the tiny berry that protects your brain and blood. Let's take a closer look at a tiny fruit that delivers massive health benefits, especially for your circulation and your brain. We're talking about blueberries. These little blue gems might be small in size, but they're loaded with powerful compounds that could make a big difference in your health, particularly when it comes to preventing dangerous blood clots and maintaining healthy blood flow as you age. At the heart of blueberries' benefits is a special group of plant compounds called anthocyanins. These are what give blueberries their deep blue-purple color, but they're far more than just natural coloring. Anthocyanins are potent antioxidants that have been shown in scientific studies to reduce platelet aggregation, which is the first step in the formation of a blood clot. Think of platelet aggregation like your blood's stickiness. When your blood cells clump together too easily, that's when clots start to form, and not all of them are helpful. While your body needs to clot in order to stop bleeding after a cut, unwanted clots inside your veins or arteries can lead to devastating events like strokes, heart attacks, or deep vein thrombosis. Blueberries help reduce this stickiness, allowing your blood to flow more freely and safely. In fact, research published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that people who consumed blueberries regularly had significantly lower levels of platelet aggregation compared to those who didn't. And here's the best part: these benefits appeared after just 1 week of regular blueberry intake. That's an incredibly fast turnaround for such a simple dietary change. But blueberries don't stop at just thinning your blood naturally. They also protect and strengthen the blood vessels themselves. As we age, our blood vessels often become less flexible and more fragile. Tiny cracks and damage can develop in the lining of the arteries, especially in areas of high pressure or turbulent blood flow. These micro-damages can trigger the clotting process, even when it's not necessary. That's why keeping your blood vessels strong and elastic is essential for seniors, and that's where blueberries truly shine. The anthocyanins in blueberries help to reinforce the structural integrity of blood vessel walls, keeping them firm yet flexible. They also reduce inflammation inside the vessels and help combat oxidative stress, which is damage caused by free radicals. Oxidative stress is a major contributor to the aging of your circulatory system, and blueberries offer a natural, delicious line of defense. Now, let's talk about another major benefit that makes blueberries especially valuable for older adults: brain health. The same anthocyanins that support your circulatory system also have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that prevents most substances in the bloodstream from entering the brain. Once inside, they go to work supporting neuronal communication, protecting brain cells, and even encouraging the growth of new brain connections. This is huge for cognitive function. Multiple studies have shown that regular blueberry consumption is associated with improvements in memory, focus, and processing speed, especially in older adults. In fact, researchers from Harvard and Tufts University found that just one serving of blueberries per week was linked to a slower rate of cognitive decline by several years in seniors. That means that adding blueberries to your diet may not only help protect your heart, but also help keep your mind sharp as you age. So with all these amazing benefits packed into such a small fruit, how much do you actually need to eat? The sweet spot is about a cup of blueberries daily. That's enough to deliver the full cardiovascular and cognitive benefits without overloading on sugar. And the great news is both fresh and frozen blueberries offer nearly the same health benefits. Freezing preserves most of the antioxidants, making blueberries an accessible, affordable, year-round option. Try tossing them into your morning oatmeal, blending them into a smoothie, sprinkling them over Greek yogurt, or just enjoying them by the handful. They're naturally sweet, refreshing, and extremely versatile. Here's a tip for choosing the best berries. The darker the color, the better. Deep blue or purple berries tend to have higher anthocyanin content than lighter colored ones. So when you're picking out a container at the store or market, go for the richest, darkest blueberries you can find. Now, while blueberries are generally safe for most people, there are a couple of things to keep in mind, especially for those on blood-thinning medications like warfarin. While blueberries themselves are low in vitamin K, which means they're unlikely to interfere with blood thinner levels, they still influence blood clotting through their natural antiplatelet effects. That's a good thing, but it's important to let your doctor know if you're adding large amounts of blueberries to your daily routine, just to make sure it's safe in combination with any medications you're taking. Another reason blueberries are ideal for older adults is their low glycemic index. They're sweet and satisfying, but they don't spike blood sugar levels the way some other fruits can. This makes them especially helpful for seniors managing type 2 diabetes or prediabetes conditions that are also closely linked to increased blood clot risk. Let's quickly recap why blueberries are a top-tier fruit when it comes to natural blood clot prevention. They're packed with anthocyanins, which reduce platelet aggregation and help your blood flow more freely. They strengthen and protect blood vessels, reducing the chances of clot-triggering damage. They improve blood vessel flexibility, helping your circulatory system respond better to changes in pressure. They support brain health, helping preserve memory and focus in older adults. Just a cup a day, whether fresh or frozen, can deliver meaningful results. So if you're looking for an easy, delicious way to protect both your heart and your mind, make blueberries a daily habit. They may be tiny, but they're mighty, offering a safe, natural path to better circulation and better aging. Whether eaten by the handful, added to your favorite breakfast, or blended into a smoothie, blueberries are one of the most enjoyable ways to support your health without pills, prescriptions, or side effects. And remember, when it comes to preventing dangerous blood clots, consistency is key. These natural compounds work best when they're part of your everyday lifestyle, not just an occasional treat. So, why not start today? A handful of blueberries could be one of the simplest, most powerful choices you make to protect your health starting right now. 3. Papaya, the tropical fruit that gently dissolves dangerous clots. When you think of tropical fruits, your mind might go to a beach, a smoothie, or maybe even a fruit salad on a summer day. But today, let's talk about one tropical fruit that does far more than just taste delicious. In fact, it could quietly be helping you protect your body from one of the most dangerous health risks facing adults over 65 blood clots. We're talking about papaya golden orange fruit that not only brings a refreshing burst of flavor to your day, but also offers some powerful blood cleansing properties that could literally help save your life. So what makes papaya such a hidden gem in the world of natural clot prevention? The answer lies in a unique enzyme found in the fruit's flesh, papain. Papain is a natural protein-digesting enzyme, and its claim to fame in the world of cardiovascular health is its ability to gently break down fibrin, the structural protein that acts like the glue in a blood clot. Imagine fibrin as a net or web that helps trap blood cells together when your body forms a clot. This is a necessary process when you're injured, but too much fibrin buildup can lead to unwanted clots in the veins or arteries, especially in older adults who are less active. Papain works by helping dissolve this fibrin, which can support your body's natural process of keeping blood flowing smoothly. And unlike some medications that rapidly alter your blood chemistry and come with side effects like excessive bleeding, papain works gradually and gently, making it a safer option for many seniors. Now, let's look beyond the enzyme and explore the full nutritional profile of papaya, because this fruit offers far more than just papain. Papaya is exceptionally rich in vitamin 7, more so than oranges, pound for pound. 1 cup of fresh papaya chunks provides over 85 milligrams of vitamin C, which is more than 90% of the daily recommended intake for adults. Why does that matter for blood clot prevention? Because vitamin C plays a critical role in collagen production, which is what keeps your blood vessels strong, elastic, and less prone to microscopic damage that can trigger clotting. But that's not all. Papaya also delivers a healthy dose of folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate works hand in hand with vitamin B12 to help regulate a compound in your blood called homocysteine. When homocysteine levels get too high, it becomes a major risk factor for both blood clots and cardiovascular disease. By keeping those levels in check, folate provides a protective shield for your heart and circulatory system. Then there's potassium, a mineral that helps regulate blood pressure and supports the tone and function of your blood vessels. Low potassium levels are linked to vascular stiffness, which can make clot formation more likely. So getting enough potassium through your diet is key. Papaya offers over 300 milligrams of potassium per serving, which is a great way to support your heart and vessels. Now, let's address an important concern: blood sugar. Many seniors are watching their blood sugar closely due to prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. So where does papaya stand? Good news, papaya has a low glycemic index, which means it doesn't cause sharp spikes in blood sugar levels. That makes it a safer fruit choice for most people with diabetes when eaten in moderate portions. It satisfies your sweet tooth while delivering essential nutrients and blood cleansing enzymes without overloading your system with sugar. So how can you start incorporating papaya into your daily or weekly diet? Start by choosing a papaya that's slightly underripe for maximum enzyme activity. You're looking for a fruit that still has a bit of green on the skin and a firm texture when sliced. These less ripe papayas tend to have higher concentrations of papain compared to fully soft and sweet ones. Don't worry, they're still delicious, just with a bit less sugar and more active enzymes. You can slice fresh papaya into cubes and enjoy it on its own. Toss it into a tropical fruit salad or blend it into a smoothie with a splash of lime juice. For convenience, frozen papaya can work well too, especially in smoothies, although freezing may reduce some enzyme activity. If you're using papaya mainly for its clot-dissolving benefits, fresh is best. One serving about 1 cup of fresh papaya chunks a few times a week is enough to begin experiencing its benefits. If you love it, There's no harm in enjoying it more often. Just balance it with a variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet for the best results. Now, before you rush off to stock up on papayas, there's one important caveat we need to talk about: interactions with medications. If you're currently taking blood thinners such as warfarin, Plavix, or other anticoagulants, it's essential to consult your doctor before making papaya a regular part of your routine. That's because papain can enhance the effects of blood thinners, potentially increasing the risk of bleeding if not carefully monitored. This doesn't mean papaya is off limits. It simply means that coordination with your healthcare provider is important. In many cases, with supervision, it can be safely included as part of a clot-conscious diet. But don't make changes without professional guidance. Let's take a moment to review why papaya earned its spot at number 3 on our list. It contains papain, an enzyme that helps gently dissolve fibrin and support natural clot breakdown. It's rich in vitamin C, which strengthens blood vessels and reduces the risk of clot-triggering damage. It provides folate and potassium, both of which support heart and vessel health while reducing clot risks. It has a low glycemic index, making it suitable for most people with diabetes. But it may interact with blood thinners, so always consult your doctor if you're on such medications. In the end, papaya is far more than just a tropical treat. It's a natural medicine chest filled with enzymes, vitamins, and minerals that support your circulation, your heart, and your overall health, especially as you age. So, if you're looking for a gentle, flavorful way to keep your blood flowing freely and reduce the silent risk of clots, consider adding papaya to your weekly meal plan. One juicy bite at a time, you'll be nourishing your body and supporting your health from the inside out. Pineapple, the natural enzyme that fights clots and inflammation. Now let's talk about a fruit that not only tastes like sunshine, but also happens to be one of the most powerful natural remedies for preventing blood clots and inflammation. It's tropical, it's sweet, and it's something many of us already enjoy. We're talking about pineapple, but not just for its flavor. This golden fruit contains a remarkable enzyme called bromelain, and it's bromelain that gives pineapple its reputation as a natural clot buster. So what exactly is bromelain, and why is it so important for your health, especially as you age? Bromelain is an enzyme complex found most abundantly in the core and juice of fresh pineapple. Its standout feature is its ability to break down fibrin, the fibrous protein that forms the structural framework of a blood clot. If you think of fibrin as the scaffolding of a clot, bromelain acts like a precision tool, gently disassembling that framework, allowing your body to clear the clot more efficiently and safely. But bromelain doesn't just help dissolve existing clots, it also helps prevent new ones from forming in the first place. It does this by inhibiting platelet aggregation, the clumping together of blood cells that marks the first step in clot formation. This makes bromelain one of the few natural substances with dual action power. It reduces the formation of new clots while also supporting the natural breakdown of old ones. That's a big deal for seniors. As we get older, our risk for blood clots increases, especially if we're less active, taking certain medications, or recovering from injury or surgery. Pineapple can be a safe and effective way to help manage that risk without relying solely on prescription drugs that often come with side effects. And bromelain's benefits go even further. One of its most important qualities is its anti-inflammatory power. Chronic inflammation is one of the key factors that contribute to clot formation. When your blood vessels become inflamed, whether due to poor diet, stress, or underlying health conditions, they can become damaged or narrowed. That damage makes it easier for platelets to stick and form clots. By reducing inflammation, bromelain helps protect the lining of your blood vessels, reducing the chances of clot-triggering damage. This also promotes better circulation overall, especially in areas where blood tends to stagnate like the legs and lower extremities. Pineapple is also rich in vitamin C and manganese, both of which support blood vessel repair and maintenance. Manganese, in particular, is a trace mineral that helps the body produce enzymes involved in collagen formation. Collagen is crucial for keeping blood vessels flexible and resilient, qualities that reduce the risk of small tears that can trigger unwanted clotting responses. But the benefits don't stop at the circulatory system. Bromelain is also well known for supporting digestion. Why does that matter? Because your digestive health is closely linked to your nutrient absorption. If your gut isn't functioning well, your body won't absorb the very nutrients you need to support your heart and blood vessels, like magnesium, vitamin K, and B vitamins. Bromelain helps break down proteins in the digestive tract, improving overall digestion and easing the burden on your pancreas. Better digestion means better nutrient absorption, which creates a solid foundation for your cardiovascular health. So how do you get the most out of pineapple's clot-fighting power? Here's the key. It must be fresh. That's because bromelain is a heat-sensitive enzyme. When pineapple is canned, it's heated to high temperatures during processing, which destroys nearly all of the bromelain content. So while canned pineapple may taste good, it won't deliver the clot-preventing or anti-inflammatory benefits we're talking about here. Instead, reach for fresh pineapple, either whole or pre-cut from the produce section. And when you cut it, make sure to include the core. That's the dense, fibrous center that's often thrown away, but it actually contains the highest concentration of bromelain in the entire fruit. It may be a little tougher to chew, but blending it into smoothies or cutting it into smaller pieces makes it much easier to enjoy. Aim to eat about 1 cup of fresh pineapple daily. This amount provides a meaningful dose of bromelain, along with vitamin C, manganese, and fiber. It's a refreshing and easy addition to breakfast, lunch, or even a mid-afternoon snack. If you're concerned about the acidity or if pineapple irritates your mouth, which can happen for some people, try pairing it with a little protein, like Greek yogurt or a few almonds. This can help neutralize the acidity and reduce the tingly or sore sensation without compromising the benefits. Now, before you rush out to buy a basket of pineapples, let's talk about one important precaution. If you're currently taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin, aspirin, or Plavix, or if you have a bleeding disorder, you should speak with your doctor before adding large amounts of pineapple to your diet. That's because bromelain, especially in concentrated form, can enhance the effects of these medications, potentially increasing your bleeding risk. The same goes for anyone preparing for surgery. Pineapple or bromelain supplements should typically be avoided in the days leading up to a procedure to reduce the risk of bleeding. But for most people, especially when consumed in moderate food-based amounts, fresh pineapple is an incredibly safe and delicious way to support clot prevention, reduce inflammation, and keep your blood vessels in top shape. Let's quickly recap why pineapple deserves its place at number 2 on our list. It contains bromelain, a powerful enzyme that dissolves fibrin and helps prevent clots. It has a dual action. It breaks down existing clots and helps prevent new ones from forming. It's a natural anti-inflammatory, reducing vessel damage and improving circulation. It supports digestion, aiding nutrient absorption for cardiovascular health. For best results, eat 1 cup of fresh pineapple daily, focusing on the core. Avoid canned pineapple, as the heat from processing destroys bromelain. And always consult your doctor if you're on anticoagulant medications. So the next time you're reaching for a fruit that does more than just taste great, make it pineapple. With each sweet bite, you're not just enjoying a treat, you're giving your body one of the best natural tools to fight clots, reduce inflammation, and support overall vascular health. This tropical fruit could be your daily dose of prevention, wrapped in sunshine and served fresh on your plate. 1. Ginger, nature's most powerful blood clot fighter. We've finally reached the #1 item on our list, and while it's not technically a fruit, it absolutely deserves the top spot. In fact, this humble root has been used for thousands of years across cultures to improve circulation, ease digestion, reduce pain, and yes, even fight blood clots. We're talking about ginger. Whether you've had it in tea, stir-fries, or even baked into cookies, ginger is more than just a culinary flavor booster. It contains some of the most powerful natural compounds known for supporting healthy blood flow and protecting against dangerous clot formation without the side effects of synthetic medications. Let's start with the 2-star compounds that give ginger its healing power: gingerol and shogaol. These compounds are known to reduce platelet aggregation, which is the stickiness that causes blood cells to clump together and form clots. In studies, gingerol has been shown to inhibit thromboxane, a key chemical that signals platelets to activate and stick together. Shogaol, which forms when ginger is dried or cooked, also contributes to this powerful effect. In other words, ginger works by calming down the very mechanism that causes unnecessary clotting in the first place. And what's even more impressive? Research has shown that ginger's clot-preventing abilities are comparable to low-dose aspirin medication commonly prescribed to seniors for cardiovascular protection. But here's the difference. Ginger doesn't come with the gastrointestinal risks that aspirin does. Many seniors take aspirin daily to help prevent strokes or heart attacks, but long-term use can increase the risk of stomach ulcers and internal bleeding. Ginger, on the other hand, offers similar blood-thinning benefits without harming the stomach lining, making it a much gentler option for long-term use. But ginger's benefits go beyond just clot prevention. It also boosts circulation, helping your blood flow more freely through your body, especially to the extremities, where many older adults tend to experience sluggish blood flow. That's why people often describe ginger as having a warming effect. It literally stimulates blood flow to the hands, feet, and outer limbs, reducing coldness and stiffness. This improved circulation is not only comforting, but it's also vital for preventing clots, especially in areas where blood can pool or stagnate. Ginger also supports your body's natural fibrinolysis process. That's the mechanism by which your body breaks down small clots on its own. Think of fibrinolysis as your body's internal cleanup crew, sweeping away clots that aren't needed anymore. Ginger doesn't just prevent new clots from forming. It helps your body dissolve the ones already there. And here's a bonus. Ginger also contains salicylates, which are natural compounds similar to the active ingredient in aspirin. These contribute further to ginger's anti-clotting effects, again, without the stomach-irritating side effects. So how can you incorporate ginger into your daily routine? The most effective form is fresh ginger root. You'll find it in almost any grocery store. It's knobby, beige, and slightly spicy in aroma. One of the best things about fresh ginger is that its beneficial compounds, particularly gingerol and shogaol, are heat-stable. That means they remain active even after cooking, unlike many other natural enzymes that lose potency when heated. You can grate or slice fresh ginger into your morning tea, add it to smoothies, stir it into soup or broth, or use it to season vegetables, rice dishes, or meat. Even a teaspoon a day of fresh ginger can have measurable effects on circulation and clot prevention. If the spicy taste of raw ginger is too strong for you, there are gentler options. Crystallized or candied ginger, while slightly sweetened, still retains many of its active compounds and is easier to chew and enjoy. Just be mindful of the added sugar if you're managing your blood sugar levels. You can also try ginger powder, which is a concentrated and convenient option to sprinkle into meals or mix into warm beverages. Ginger supplements are available too, but before taking concentrated capsules or extracts, be sure to check with your doctor, especially if you're on any prescription blood thinners. And that brings us to one very important point. If you are currently taking medications like warfarin, Coumadin, Plavix, or aspirin, Or if you have a diagnosed bleeding disorder, it's essential to consult your healthcare provider before adding large amounts of ginger to your daily routine. Ginger's natural blood-thinning properties, while beneficial, can amplify the effects of medications, leading to an increased risk of bleeding if not properly monitored. But for most people, especially those who are not on prescription anticoagulants, adding a moderate daily dose of ginger can be a safe, effective, and natural way to reduce the risk of dangerous blood clots, improve circulation, and support overall cardiovascular health. Let's quickly summarize why ginger tops our list. Ginger is technically a root, but it's the most powerful natural blood thinner we've covered. Gingerol and shogaol reduce platelet stickiness and support natural clot breakdown. Its effects have been compared to aspirin, but without the risk of stomach bleeding. It improves circulation, especially in cold or sluggish extremities. It's best used fresh, and its benefits build with consistent daily use. So, if you're looking for a simple, soothing, and natural way to support your body's ability to fight blood clots, ginger may be the single most effective choice you can make. Whether you sip it in tea, blend it into a smoothie, or add it to your dinner, this powerful root has the potential to protect your heart, keep your blood flowing, and help you feel warmer and more energized, all from the inside out. As with every tip in this video, consistency matters. Natural compounds like those found in ginger work best when consumed daily and long-term. That's when you begin to see the real benefits, not just in your circulation, but in your energy, your digestion, and your overall sense of well-being. So don't underestimate this simple root. Ginger has stood the test of time in traditional medicine for a reason, and now modern science is proving what ancient cultures knew all along. Ginger heals, protects, and supports the very core of your health. As we've seen, nature has given us some truly remarkable allies in the fight against blood clots. From kiwi to ginger, these fruits and one powerful root offer more than just great flavor. They contain enzymes, antioxidants, and nutrients that work together to keep your blood flowing smoothly, support healthy circulation, and protect your heart without the harsh side effects of many medications. Adding these natural options into your daily life can be a smart, gentle way to reduce your risk of dangerous clots, especially as you age. But remember, it's not about overhauling your entire diet overnight. Start small. Introduce one or two of these fruits gradually. Maybe a handful of blueberries in your morning oatmeal, a slice of fresh pineapple after lunch, or a soothing cup of ginger tea before bed. Let your body adjust and respond naturally. Also, be sure to pair these fruits with a balanced diet, rich in vegetables, leafy greens, whole grains, healthy fats, and plenty of water. It's the combination of natural variety and consistency that helps your heart and blood vessels thrive over time. That said, if you're currently taking blood thinners, especially medications like warfarin, it's essential to talk with your doctor before making major changes to your diet. Many of these fruits can enhance or interact with your medication, sometimes in ways that are helpful, but sometimes in ways that need to be carefully monitored. Your doctor can help you find the safest, most effective path forward based on your unique health needs. So, whether you're adding a daily kiwi, sipping ginger tea, or enjoying a bowl of blueberries, know that these small steps can lead to big benefits over time. You're not just preventing clots, you're investing in long-term heart health, better circulation, and a stronger, healthier you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and let us know in the comments which of these fruits you already enjoy or which one you're most excited to try. We love hearing your stories and supporting you on your journey to vibrant natural health. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, stay well, stay strong, and stay timeless.